Good afternoon. Today we are working on CO20. I can convert a fraction to a percentage. We are doing this a hodgepodge way with me using the document camera because of technology issues of the day. Hopefully it'll get all fixed after school, but just bear with us. Let me find my marker that I was writing with. Here we go. All right, so CO20, I can convert a fraction to a percentage. We were working with decimals to percents in our last objective. What is our magic number? Amala? 100. It's going to be the same thing with fractions. Magic number is 100. We wanted to go to the 100th place in our decimals. We're going to be going to the 100th for our fractions. So let's look at what that means. Percent means out of 100. So that is what the percent is, out of 100. Because percent literally means out of 100, any numerator over a denominator of 100 represents the percentage. So that numerator, if it's over 100, we can automatically make that into a percent. So each fraction below has a denominator of 100. Convert each fraction to a percent. So if it is 27 hundredths, what percent would that be? Hadley? 27%. If it is 25 hundredths, what percent is that, David? 35%. If it is 90 hundredths, what percent is that, Addie? 90%. If it is 29 hundredths, Michael? 29%. 3 hundredths, Eleanor? 3%. And 189 hundredths. Who else knows? Robbie? 189%. So if it's already over that 100, it's really easy. If it's over 100, you just take the numerator and you make it into your percentage. Is it always going to be that easy? No, this is math. It's never always easy. Okay, you will have fractions that are not over 100. What do you think we'll have to do? If your fraction is not over 100, what do you think you're going to have to do? Beckett? Get it to over 100. Find the equivalent fraction that would be over 100. So, of course, not all fractions have a denominator of 100. That's okay because there are several friendly denominators that easily go to 100. So, here is our list of friendly denominators. If it is over 1, you're going to multiply by 100. If your fraction is over a 4, what do you think we multiply by? Amala? 25. If it's over a 10, what are we going to multiply by? Eleanor? 10. You should be writing these down. So as I'm writing them, I should see you writing what we're going to multiply by to make them friendly denominators. We need to know whatever we multiply the denominator by, we multiply the numerator by. If it is over 25, what are we going to multiply by? Somebody say it out loud. 4. Perfect. If it's over a 2, what should we multiply by? Over a 5. Over 11. So Michael is saying, well, 9.999. So friendly denominators can get us super, super close. So instead of saying 9 point something, we're just going to multiply by 9. What would we multiply 33 by? Going on that same logic. Christina? 3. What do we multiply 3 by? Hadley? 33. What would we multiply 9 by? 11. 20. Just say it out loud, guys. And 50. Okay? You need to remember these. These will help you do this objective. If people a lot of times will put this on your help sheet, even though you're saying, oh, I know them, I don't need that. Chairs are flat, because that's the last thing I need is somebody falling. Even though we think, I know these numbers, we put it on the help sheet because when it comes time for the test, we make simple mistakes. We just look back at it and say, oh yeah, if it's a 20, I multiply by 5, not by 4. Because we make simple math mistakes when we go quick on math tests. Okay. So let's look at how we're going to use these. Convert each fraction to a percent. Show your work. There are no gold stars for mental math. Show your work. Show me what you're multiplying by. Show me what your new fraction is. And then we're going to put the percentage. So if it's 3/5, what do I want to multiply by? If my denominator is a 5, Natalie, what should I multiply by? 20. Whatever I multiply my denominator by, I multiply my numerator by. So 5 times 20 is 100, 3 times 20 is 60. So now I have 60 hundredths. Now it's the easy fraction. What's my percent? Rocco? 60%. I'm going to circle my final answer. Remember, you will not be able to use a calculator on the test. You cannot do 3 divided by 5 is 60%, right? No calculator, show your work. Show me the fractions that you are changing it into. We need to convert. So do the equivalent fraction that has 100 as the denominator, then take the numerator for your percentage. Let's do the next one together. 9/20. What should I multiply by? Hadley?
5.
By 5. 20 times 5 is that magic 100. 9 times 5 is 45. So what is my percentage? 45%. Make sure you put your percent sign. Okay? You can't just write 45. You have to put the percent sign after it. Big difference between 45 and 45%. They are not the same number. So you must put the percentage on there. It's like a decimal, right? You have to put decimals in to know the difference between 45 and 45 hundredths. You have to put a percent on when you're working with percentages. Our second page is word problems. But remember, those word problems, we're still working with the same percentages, okay? We're still converting from fractions to percent. So in your history class, each test is out at 25 points. Not really, but let's say it is. You scored 18 out of 25 on the first unit and 21 out of 25 on the second unit. In terms of percentage, how much better did you do on the second unit compared to the first unit? Multi-steps when it comes to word problems sometimes. What do you think our first step is going to be? David?
Convert the 18 over 25.
Not just the 18 over 25. We need to convert both of those two percentages because we want to compare the first and the second percentages. So we're going to convert both of them. If there is 25 as our denominator, what do we want to multiply by, Amala? By 4. Because we know 25 times 4 gets us that magic 100. 4 times 18, 72. 4 times 21 is 84. So we had 72% to 84%. So then it says, how much better did you do on the second unit compared to the first? How many more percentage points did we get? Luke? 12% better. But you have to do all the steps in order to get that answer. So make sure you're reading the question and seeing what steps you all have to do. Then it says your goal for Unit 3 is to earn at least a 90%. What score is the lowest integer score you can receive to reach your goal? Well, we know it's going to be out of 25. We know 21 is an 84%. How do you think we should figure out what 90% would be? What would you do, Mark? Keep going bigger. We know it can't be 21 or less because that's going to be too small percentage. We want to get bigger to try to get to that 90%. So try the 22, try the 23, see what you have to get to in order to get to that 90%. So you might have to do a little guessing and checking, but it's educated guessing, right? It's not just any number. We want it to be bigger than 21. So for all of these word problems, you are going to want to make sure that you are completely answering the question. Some of them are multi-steps. Make sure you're doing all the steps. Any questions on today's math? Okay, so when you are done with today's math assignment, double check to make sure that you have Khan Academy done from Halloween. We don't have new Khan assignments, but I have a couple of us with missing Khan from Halloween. So make sure you have that done. Make sure you have packet number 3 done. It is due today. You can bring that right back to Gianna. She is correcting math packets for me. Thank goodness she had Mr. Schultz as a math teacher, so she totally understands math packets. If you have your signed summary sheet, turn that into the blue tray. So remember that summary sheet we got last week, turn it into the blue tray. I believe it's due tomorrow. I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure it's due tomorrow. So make sure you get your signed summary sheet and turn it in. And then you have packet number 4 that you can work on if you have extra time. But get through what you have to get through first. And Luke, I think you need to do your Shield of Faith stuff. So get that done. All right, if you are watching this at home, I hope you are well. And I hope to see you soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a wonderful day.